Frying, chopping and cooking. That's how 27-year-old Abdus Salam spends his days. He works in his father's food stall, selling Indian rojak. It's a popular local delicacy, a mixture of dough fritters, seafood and vegetables, topped with peanut sauce. But this isn't the career he trained for.
I did EEE, Electrical Electronics Engineering. Once I graduated, I worked in the semiconductor industry as an assistant engineer. After a while, I realized that actually my father also needed manpower and he needed my support as the next generation to continue his trade.
Salam is an exception to the norm. The majority of Singapore's food hawkers are much older. In fact, nearly half of them are over 50. So there are concerns about the future of the industry.
Hawker centres like this one can often get very busy around mealtime. In fact, many successful hawker stalls have even set up franchises of their own. But there aren't many younger people entering the industry these days. A lot of them are put off by the hot conditions or the long hours. This has led to fears that the trade may eventually die out.
There are currently around 17,000 hawker stalls in Singapore, and they are popular. 80% of Singaporeans eat in them at least twice a week. But younger people prefer office jobs. Of Singapore's 20 to 29-year-olds, fewer than 5% work in hawker stalls. That's worrying Daniel Wang, the former Public Health Commissioner. Back in the 70s, he was in charge of registering Singapore's street hawkers and relocating them into hawker centres. He says that they are important to local communities.
We noticed that hawker centres have become like some kind of a place where people come together, families go there to dine, friends, and it becomes like a social gathering place.
For Salam, the long hours and hot conditions are a small price to pay to maintain his family business. But for most of Singapore's graduates, hawker food is something they're happy to eat, but not to sell. Helia Chung, BBC News, Singapore.